and my name is Ben Trofmuck, and I am applying for engineering in mechanical and electronics. So today I'm going to be talking about my Annihilator. The Annihilator is made up of 10 2-liter bottles, one on the front as the holder for the BBs, and 9 on the back as the air compressor tank. These things are filled up to about 90 psi right now, so that's way more than a tire on your car is, if you know about cars. So if I pull this lever, the agitation from the air pressure should agitate the BBs so much that the chances of them going through the tube is so high. So as you can see, it clearly works. Alright, so next we're going to be talking about high voltage and the Lichtenberg device. This is my Lichtenberg device. It is composed of a light switch and an LED and a microwave transformer. That microwave transformer transforms the 110 volt AC from the wall to roughly about 2000 volts AC out. And the black is my ground and the red is my hot. This is what the transformer looks like in a closer. It's a lot heavy because it has an iron core in it. And this is my solution that I'm using. I'm using a supersaturated saltwater solution. It's black because of the soot. Alright, so if I flip this switch, it should burn the wood into a lightning or fractal pattern. As you can see, the water is starting to boil from the heat, and the salt will be left, and the salt is conductive, and as you can see, it is spreading and making lightning arches. And eventually, if I leave it on here long enough, it will connect the two and it will start making a Jacob's ladder, which I have made in the past with this same device. And it's almost there. As you can see, right there, it's almost done. And it's done, and as you can see, we have a full channel of my Lichtenberg device. Okay, so now we're going to talk about drones. Now, a lot of people talk about drones as if they hate them, and personally, I find that very offensive. But I have built numerous drones ranging from all the way from little bitty guys like this, which is a racer quad, all the way up to a big old filming rig with a GoPro Hero 3 Black edition on it. This one and this one are both capable of doing autonomous flight, which I basically plug it in my phone, and it goes and does the mission that I tell it to do. Now you're probably wondering, how am I doing this? Well, this thing has a S-Bus receiver on it and a PWM receiver. So that's pulse width modulation and S-Bus. So each wire on here is controlling each motor. That's why there's 6 of them. And this one, and there's also some for switches. That's why this one has more than 4. So you're probably thinking, like, why are there so many antennas? Well, I have 2 on my receiver because it's a diversity receiver. So it takes the strongest signal and uses it and then filters it through a filter. This is for my OSD, so it could tell me data, and this is for my FPV from this camera. All of these drones I have built, and I have made roughly around 12. And the next thing we're going to talk about are my airplanes. And the cool thing about my airplanes is that a lot of them are custom made with custom parts. So as you can see here, this part and this orange part are both kind of different. Well, the different thing about them is that they're 3D printed. They're both used with PLA plastic, and they have a density in them. I do have a 3D printer at home that I print these on. I usually print only parts for drones, but I have made cookie cutters for a small business here in my community. Please consider taking me. Thank you so much.